All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. I have a new toy. I have a countdown. Not like using it at the end of the year when the season's about over. Pow! Look at that. All right, hey, good morning. Oh my God, I didn't comb my hair today. Sorry. I jumped out of the shower and I always forget to comb my hair. A year ago when I didn't have the camera, it didn't matter. Now you weirdos are watching me on 60-inch TVs and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta comb my hair. So I'm making my video smaller and smaller. Oh, my camera just recounted. See, I finally found a clock, but so at least if you're watching me on a big screen, put like a little piece of paper or something on the TV, and then I won't feel so bad. So anyway, good morning. So big screen, Shelly. I know. You got to start messaging me. Remember to comb my hair. But hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, bedhead. No, it's showerhead. It's called getting Emily up at 5:45, getting her going with school, getting Sarah up, getting Sarah on the bus. All that fun stuff. So good morning, everybody. We are Conehead Nation, Mike's Weather Page, MWPs, Mike's Weather Page supporters, Coneheads, because we live and die by the cone. You guys named yourselves the Coneheads last year. We all live and die by the cone. There's no cone right now, just yellow crayons. We don't even have a red crayon alert yet. Just a yellow crayon. All right, so there we go. What's up? Good morning, Kim. 85-inch. Holy crap! Here, what are we gonna do about it? We gotta have to like. I don't even have a hat over here. Well, I have an Austin Dillon hat. Let's put that on. It's even got a tag on it. It's here, we can be goofy and have a tag on it. Look at that. I look like that lady on Hee Haw with the tag out. So hey, Gail. Good morning. We got David from Carolina Storm Spotters. What's up, Lisa? Lots of yellow, Whitney. Yep. We lost our one little guy by the Lesser Antilles, but now we have two new ones. Louis. We have a Louis circle and a Hunter circle. For sure. So, all right, who am I? I'm Mike Boylan, weather guy, weather guru, weather wannabe, cherry picker, drunk donkey, nobody. We have a lot of good people on our page. We talk about the weather. We look at long-range models. We share stories. We laugh. We live through these hurricanes together, and got a good little weather community. And it's brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. They are our favorite adult beverage store in the state of Florida. So big thanks to ABC Fine Wine. And you know what you can buy at ABC Fine Wine in maybe like a week or two? Check this out. I have to play this video here. It's got a little bit of music. But check out the promo, Big Storm. So it was official yesterday. We canned the beer. Check this little video. It's only a minute long. You'll be able to buy this at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. All right, it's time for Hunter now, buddy, because this is all about Hunter. So the beer is official. It's canned. I was there for the first... I got the first can off the assembly line. Hurricane Hunter was there. Wondering, he's looking like, he's like, yeah, I was there yesterday. So a pretty exciting day. LJ and the crew there. Justin, thank you guys so much for believing in us at Mike's Weather Page. And the first of many beers to come. They are very excited. Local Florida brewery here, and they are expanding across the southeast. So hopefully Texas, Louisiana are your next. But it was a big day yesterday, right, Hunter? Hunter's not too excited. He was there. There, look, there's Daddy holding you, buddy. Look, there's me and you. Look, there's us. That was yesterday. So that was fun. So Big Storm will be available soon at ABC. So look for it. Look for it soon. Time to talk weather. Sorry, buddy. You're a good boy. He's so chill. So Shelly is working on. So here's the deal. We're gonna have. I already bought the domain name Hurricane Hunter IPA. Annie, no, you don't have to drink it. Just buy it, and it looks cool, man. Look, it's cool. You can have a little 4-pack. Put it on your storm chasing shelf. But we're gonna have a web page set up where you can submit your pictures of where you're drinking Hurricane Hunter IPA, and we're gonna have a map with your face on it, kind of like a populated map where you drink your Hurricane Hunter, and it'll be fun. So it will make it to Panhandle, Sarah. Yes, 100%. All right, so here's the radar. Let's start out the show with the radar. So we got a skinny little front coming down. A couple things in the tropics we're going to talk about real quick. Hey, Linda, they will be serving it there. It's about a week or two away. The cool thing is our local Chili's has already ordered it for the taps in Oldsmar. That's pretty neat. Cheers, by the way. Don't forget Louie. We bought the domain Liquor Louie. So we're saving the hard stuff for the original big dog. The original big dog, Liquor Louie. He'll be the whiskey moonshine. All right, so we're going to talk about weather now. Hey Jim, yes, you can. There's a girl named Kat at Big Storm, and it's good. It tastes great. It's got pineapple and orange. All right. So here's the scoop. Weather-wise this week, look at this front coming down. It's making its way down south, right? So cooler weather Friday and Saturday. Not going to make it here. Sorry. Nope. Not going to make it. Not going to make it. Sorry for you guys down here. We are not going to get it, and that includes me. Upper 60s Friday night, Saturday morning. But everybody else is going to get a little cool weather, a little taste of fall. Today is the last day, by the way. 7 p.m. is sunset tonight, at least for here, by me. And it'll be the last 7 p.m. sunset until like March, April. That's a very sad stat. I love sunshine. I love summer. I love flip-flops. I love sweating. But tomorrow, sunset starts in the 6 o'clock hour, and that is yucky. So... But yeah, Whitney, you're going to be cold, man. Beerstein, maybe one day. What's up, Loretta? Jennifer, damn it. Kansas City. Melissa, you can always have a fire pit. I'm going to have a fire pit Friday night. I don't care. We have a fire pit in July at Daytona at the NASCAR race. We're the only ones, man. You got to have a fire pit. It's 60s is good. All right, so anyway, there's a front. That's just a radar. That's a radar through tonight, just to give you an idea. A little bit of isolated showers through the Carolinas. All this moisture kind of getting pulled up in front of it. So you're going to have isolated showers here, maybe pulling up. Maybe a little bit here down the south, but nothing very organized. Keys might get a little bit more today. All right, so tropics-wise, here's what we got. So the latest tropics map. So Invest 93 is this little guy right here, and it has died. It's just a little rainmaker over the islands. 0%. So we'll have to take Invest 93 off. This is like a little subtropical low coming around. We showed that yesterday a lot. And the good news so far, there's like a little force field here. Not too many models bring this to the conal U.S. Definitely got to watch it, but the trends at least kind of keeping it a little bit off the coast. So don't get too worried yet about this little guy. I got to turn my buzzer off, by the way. I forget to do that. Hey, Bobby. What's up, Bobby? Raining in Key West. Yeah, I see that. Just saw that, actually. There's your rains. Look at that. There's your Florida rains. Look at that. All this moisture kind of pumping up ahead of this front. So isolate. Anyway, rain in the Keys. We got a real-time weather report from the Keys, man. Look at that. We got spotters. But anyway, so this little guy, I don't know, man. Maybe even Bermuda threat. Maybe come around here. I don't know. We'll show you all the models. This is the one here that everybody's talking about. This is a little bit of leftover energy. little bit of energy coming up here. Generally speaking, lowering pressures, still the 22nd, 22nd, 22, 22, double, BOGO. The year of the BOGO. 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 Seems like we've talked about BOGO systems before Marco and Laura and everything else. So here's what we got. What's the heck Julie texted me about? Hang on a minute. What the hell is she talking about? That is she on the damn video here? What? Drinking beer. Oh. She's in a group chat with me. I hate group chats. Because the thing that sucks about group chats is you're not even chatting and you're getting all their chatting. Chit chat, shit chat, chit chat. All right. So here's the scoop on this little guy. So we got to watch this little spy here. All right. I mean, it's the season. This is where we're going to watch possibilities. So there's more models suggesting this than there are that. But there are some suggesting that. So we're going to have to show you that. But the latest trend's still really close to Bahamas, really close to South Florida. So, you know, it does not appear, at least, you know, anybody panhandle west should be too stressed right now. If this hugs through Florida, it could get close to the Carolinas. And then down the road, who knows? That's how Sandy forms. So, you know, definitely long range, whatever this does, you know, that's what Sandy did. Well, it didn't go through Florida. It kind of went like this and then turned. So, you know, that's way long away. We're not even talking about that. We're worried in the immediate future, 22nd, right here. So let's talk about that. So 22nd, we could be looking at something right here. And there's a few models, you know, suggesting that. So we'll go to our trusty buddy Levi's. All these spaghetti models are Invest 93, and they are probably going to be taken off the site. So, you know, in case you didn't see this yesterday, this is from the Global Tropics Hazard Map. This is from NOAA. You know, I'm not making this stuff up. People say I'm hyping, the season's over, but they are showing, you know, Western Caribbean. So, you know, I know people, you know, love to say, forget about it. But we're gonna have to watch. So, all right, buy one get one. And then, you know, I joke with Julie. I'm like, all right. So who came up? Oh, look at this. I always like to do show and tell. Guess what season it is? Candy corn season. And it's not good when you're trying to do the sugar-free diet thingy, because I bet you these things are like, I wonder how many grams are in a candy corn. How many grams of sugar in a candy corn? It's actually candy corn pumpkin, because those are cooler. Let's see. 37 grams. Oh, 5 or 30. All right, so look at that. So 5 pumpkins are 40 grams of carbs. So I ain't eating those. That's a lot of carbs. All right. So let's start out by showing everything that the environment's doing. I did that yesterday. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but let's just look at the models, and then we'll look at the environment. All right, so we're going to look at GFS. We're on tropicaltidbits.com right here, tropicaltidbits.com. You can be your own weatherman or woman or kid, weather kid. So we're watching down here and over here. That's what we're watching. 2 spots, BOGO. So the latest 6Z GFS. We'll go into the 22nd. Everything's been to 22nd. So let's stop at the 22nd. 21. How about 21? 21. All right, so here's our low, subtropical low kind of hanging around Bermuda. Here's our new guy popping up. This is Thursday the 22nd. This is less than a week now. We're closing in on 6 days. And the GFS kind of keeps our little system spinning around. But this is the one we're watching. Look, latest trend. Way away from Florida, but still Bahamas. Could be a hurricane. Definitely has development going on. Every single run, the GFS has shown development. So the latest 6Z away from Florida. More Bahamas, possibly Bermuda. And then look, a little bit curve in. Not good for up north. So, this is why I say, I know we got people watching here. We got people watching here. We got people watching Bermuda. We got people watching in the Northeast. So, latest GFS is kind of skirting by Florida, but guess what? It's kind of doing the old Sandy trick and putting a high pressure system here and turning it in. So that's why I'm saying, whatever we got brewing down there, we just got to watch. And right now it's still not even developed. So, but that's that one. All right, let's look at the overnight 00Z. And it develops it off the coast and out to sea. So that would be harmless for pretty much everybody. Maybe Bermuda's we got to worry about. So that's the 00Z. Haven't really had one close to Florida. There's 12Z Bermuda and 12Z Bahamas. And so that, there you go. That's good. 3 out of 4. It's really, then the 18Z I skipped over. 18Z actually brought it into Florida. So last night's 6 p.m. GFS run actually gets it pretty close to Florida. 957 could be a good hurricane, Bahamas, and skirts it by, Carolina and then up into New England. So that's that's every 1 out of 3 runs the GFS is showing, and it all depends on how far it develops. Wherever it develops, then we're going to get this turn. Develops here, we're going to get that. So, and then up here it's a big question mark. It's going to curve back. So I probably shouldn't have drew it like that. Should have drew it like this, like that, and then question mark, like that. So, 1 out of 3 runs, but some of them are pretty intense. That's very close to South Florida. 957. That was just a run just a few hours ago. The 18Z. So, all right, let's look at some other model runs. So the GFS parallel 6Z ran today. Yep, not yet. Yep, it ran. Let's see what it does. Kind of does a little funky little bend back. That's kind of odd, but doesn't seem likely. There's the 26th, 27th, but again, pretty close to South Florida. We got to watch it. The overnight run of the parallel GFS, close to the Keys, 950. So the theme with the GFS, the parallel GFS, obviously developing system, which makes sense. Caribbean is going to be extremely favorable for development, it appears. I'll show you why. So again, South Florida, be watching close. Timing Monday the 26th. So could, into the following weekend, Bahamas and Florida should be really watching. South Florida. So, and then let's see what the 18Z GFS parallel actually put it into the Yucatan. So that's kind of odd. So all bets are off. But development wise, even the Yucatan need to be watching Friday. So there's that one. All right, so the CMC a little more consistent. Doesn't seem to do as many knee-jerk reactions. What did it do overnight? Right along the Florida coast, the 24th, following weekend. Not meaning not to talk about this little guy, but this is that spot. Seems like everything's just kind of curving it back around. Not too focused on that. You can see it right here. That's kind of what the Euro is doing with it too. Really close to the East Coast. More of a swell event. But anyway, the CMC, close to Florida, a little weaker. Remember, the CMC didn't do too good on intensity the last couple model runs, but it did fairly well on track. So there's, again, South Florida should be watching. Very close. Bahamas for sure need to be watching. Bahamas 100% should be watching. All right, then the last CMC over yesterday's 12Z, the CMC kind of did what the parallel did. That's kind of odd. A little bit of bend into the Yucatan. All right, then we'll look at the icon. We like the German model. It's been very accurate this year. And it's showing low pressure a little bit more in the Gulf, of course. so the icon a little bit more north. So, you get the idea. The bottom line, we got something to watch. And Navy model, I don't know if it goes how far out it goes. Let's see. Navy model, this is a 22nd showing low pressure. So. And let's do the old trusty Euro. Euro is not jumping on board yet. The Euro is showing our development out here. Kind of just gets it awfully close. This is what the Euro is doing with this one, spinning around, kind of like the CMC. This is the yellow X out here. This one, little weak signature here. Enough to watch. You know, so. First off, all right, so there's no models yet to jump in. We don't have extreme consistency of models. What we do have is a couple things. We have extremely low shear values currently in the Caribbean. So shear very low, very low. So these are factors that say, hey, you know, we're gonna have this front coming down this weekend. We're gonna have basically a little bit of leftovers from the front. We're gonna have energy coming up, a little bit of leftover from 93. So we got a lot of low pressure area setting up in the Caribbean. So we have low shear. We have extremely hot water, very hot, some of the hottest of the season. So the water is still hot and it's still deep. We have a sliding by MJO pulse, convective pulse here, green beginning October 24th. So very favorable conditions as far as the MJO goes. Green is good for tropics, meaning good, meaning they like green. Tropical formation likes green, MJO. And, you know, that's that. So there's three big factors of what tropics need. And some of the surface maps starting to show this low pressure. You know, we got leftover wave from 93 here. This is in 2 days. We've got a low pressure here. All this kind of blends up here and starts to develop. And then we got the old front too. So you add 93, a little bit of moisture, old front, all this kick starts. So that's why I keep talking about it. So let's see. There's that. All right. So nobody should be worried, Miranda Travis. Nobody should be worried. Just know one thing. Look, I know I hate showing the same. Hopefully, I hate showing the same thing every day. But you know, October is important to note. It's very. Let me close the windows here. This is where storms develop over the last 100 years, right here. It's just the history. You go by history a lot. History repeats itself. October storms do form in the Caribbean. They do. And this is a year of La Nina, which is less shear. So there's no reason to think that can't happen. But exactly where it goes, too many variables. This you know, again, if this thing develops here, likely pole turn, boom. If it develops here, this is just a pattern. You know, everything's. You know, we had that one little run of the GFS go that way, and we had the icon up here. But majority are showing this. In fact, the latest Euro is starting to show more. Remember, the Euro was always the last one to jump on board. Well, it's starting to pick up some now on the Caribbean, and the good news at least is that the 12-day, let's go 15-day. Well, we'll just go 15-day. So the good news, at least with the Euro, you can see development down here. This is, you know, 2 spots the GFS or the Euro is predicting development. But look, most of them, at least for U.S., I don't mean to, you know, discount Bahamas by any means, but at least for Florida, the majority of these are kind of pulling away. So again, it seems like more are saying away from Florida than not. However, history shows that we still have to watch. So there's enough. This is too close for comfort to not watch close. These are the Euro ensembles, by the way. Remember, just a couple days ago, they didn't show anything down here. Remember, the Euro's been the last to jump on board this year. And then all this cluster here is this other system. And look, almost none hit the coast. So the second, this little circle guy, so far, majority of models are showing it curve around, and, you know, missing. But it could be a good wind, you know, coastal event, possibly big swells. Might be a subtropical type system. There's Bermuda. Looks like a big fish. Hey, it's Nemo. Look, there's Nemo. Hey. There's a blowhole. It's a whale. It's a sperm whale. What made me say that? Who knows? All right. Oh, Facebook. Yeah, Shelly, remind me, we got to turn those off. I read an article. I'm so sorry about those ads. So we can turn those off. I read an article how to do it. So they should be gone. They should be playing during the lives. So look, I even made a note. Facebook Live ad. See? Boom. I'll fix that. I can't. I don't. I'll have to spend a good hour figuring that out. I know there's a way. I read it. They automatically allowed it. It defaulted on, and I just have to find out where the default off is. So they'll be off for tomorrow. Don't want to make the lives have ads on them, especially who knows what kind of ads they are. All right, let's see what else. So we got the Euro and the GFS ensembles we can take a good look at. As you can hear the dogs snoring. That's our tradition. Dogs snoring. The dogs snore a lot during our lives. So things to do. Yep. I also got to fix my damn Mustang. So I got the thermostat. All you guys out there. I retapped my thermostat housing in the water manifold intake and victory. So I took the car around the block, got my new aluminum, finally put a new radiator in. The other one was full of rust and cooled off, no more overheating. Turned the corner to get into the house and the power steering hose busted, one of the lower connecting ones. So I got two new ones. I'm going to jack the car up today. Hopefully they come loose because they haven't been unloosened for 20 years. And no ads. I don't know. There are ads for some people, so I got to turn them off. And they're silly too because I didn't even realize they were running during our storm chase. I think I made like $5 or something silly like that. Like, geez, what the hell? So hey, I got a Mustang too, Teresa. 69. I bought it in 2001. Christopher, that's a good one. All right, here's the GFS ensembles, and then we'll slow down a little bit. So here's the scoop. All right, so the GFS is a little more aggressive. So we got two things we're looking at here. You can see this little blob here. This is that first spot. But this is the one we're watching. And like I said, there are a couple kind of going to Yucatan. Got to keep an eye out. But the majority of them are going off northeast. So Bahamas, unfortunately, definitely are watching. I think the chances of Bahamas getting something is pretty good. I'd say there's a higher chance of Bahamas at this point than Florida, except South Florida. Even South Florida, we would have this go right in between the Bahamas. So, again, we're just really focused on this, what happens here and where it curves. So a little bit of action for the Carolinas for sure the following weekend. Possibility this could curve up into here, so don't forget about that possibility. Sandy. This hopefully the last one of the year. Hey, Elizabeth Greer, 69 Mach 1. Sweet. Jennifer, yes, always a pain. It's always a pain when you're unscrewing the thermostat housing and you hear click, boop, 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 and the screw breaks off. There's always that one Lone Ranger, this little guy. He's a crazy guy. We won't even talk about him. But, steering patterns show, we got a front coming down the following weekend. All this is history. All this makes sense. Let's go to the 24th, let's say. There's the 24th. So there's Saturday, the following weekend, the 24th. This is Tropical Tidbits again. But look, here's our front coming in, and there's an opening for whatever to escape. BOGO. What is this guy? How does this guy influence this guy? It seems like this is like the millionth time this year we said, how are these two going to interact? Are we going to have a high pressure build between them? Will that high pressure kick this system a little more to the west and then turn it? You know, just 2 days ago, this little guy wasn't popping up. Now it could be a player. But this is Saturday, October 24th. Storm down in the Caribbean, following weekend, long way away still. Could be strengthening for sure. All the conditions appear favorable. There we go. There's my tradition. I always hit that button. But there we go. So yeah, I don't know. Nothing, you know, nothing much more to say about that, except we just got, look at all the winter alerts happening. Look at that. We haven't seen these in a long time. Winter alerts, freeze warnings, frost advisories, fog. So we have this boundary here. Hot, cold, muggy. That's why we have fog right here, pushing all this moisture ahead of the front and makes all this fog. And you can see the front probably on right here. This is the current radar showing you that front right here. Here's the front. Here's the front coming down. Won't make it down here. It stops about right there. Cooler weather. So anyway, Sharon, you have no car. Well, that's good or bad. I don't know. Some people don't like cars. So anyway, have you ever considered Michael? I don't know, man. I never read one, but you know, people quote the almanac and they seem pretty I don't know how often they update, but yeah, I've seen good stuff from the almanac. My lips are out of sync. Godzilla. Dennis Phillips used to talk about that. English sub YouTube. Let's see. Speaking of it, let's see what it looks like. This is the old Godzilla movie. Look, remember this? Here's one of them. Oh, they're not talking, but Godzilla. For some reason, I remember these growing up. I was born in '73, so here we go. Let's see if we got any voice. Let's see if we can any sub. No. Oh, look at that. That was real. Here we go. This is what I sound like, I guess, huh? Nope. You don't get no talking. Oh, here's more talking.
どうしますかいや、このまま返してやるんだ。きっと南の島が恋しいんだよ。そっとしといてやろう。
There you go. Oh, yeah, Christy, I know. I've been following that heartbreaking story. I know we had a lot of shares on our supporter page, but sad. Storm Chaser lost his daughter to a texting driver. It's all over the internet. But Shelly shared a bunch of stuff and GoFundMe pages for that. So definitely hearts go out to them. People get what they're going through. Even National Weather Service recognized with some purple balloons. So sad to hear. She's 4 years old. Yep, your kids, man. Kids are everything. Let's talk about Mike's hair. All right, so anyway, you were in nursing school in '73. Sorry, Loretta. Didn't mean to make you feel old. So if I don't have Ashley Bowers in here, but look, we got about 15 more Mountain Dew, Ashley. She bought me 96 Diet Dews at the start of the season. And she was worried we have enough. And I have enough. We have enough for one more storm. I have a feeling we're going to have one more storm. And hopefully that's it for the season, right? Right. So all right, any more questions? Yeah, she did, Sandy. Yeah, I'm teaching Emily how to drive right now, as a matter of fact. And, man, I just hope to God that she does not text and drive. I mean, it scares me when I drive and see kids, and she's walking by right now. I just hate to see kids texting and driving. I mean, not to say adults have more experience to text. You should never text and drive, but kids are just learning to drive and take their phones away, man. You hear me? Don't text and drive. Hey, Carl. Good question. I think it was Carl McNeil. Hey, Ashley, you're there. You're always there. Just drink Mountain Dew soda. I tell you what, texting and driving is bad. But you know what else is bad? Is trying to eat Taco Bell driving. There should be an app for that, or a law for that, man. Eat Taco Bell while you drive. All right, so we talked about the steering currents, but we definitely have high pressure system coming down, or a front next week. Let's look at that on the Euro too. We'll go about tropical tidbits. But you know, generally speaking, next weekend, the 23rd, 4th, 5th. Here's the pattern we're in. So here's Sunday, October 25th. You see, the Euro is starting to show low pressure now too. Look, so this is an early indicator too that the Euro is catching up. This is 500 millibar, but this is Sunday the 25th. Same time frame as the GFS. A little slower, or a little faster actually, but just generally speaking, we're gonna have a break coming, and there's gonna be this little guy spinning off, breaking down the high. This front's coming down, and so ultimately, this is only 10 days out. The Euro's showing still pretty strong high pressure here, so this could turn towards our BOGO system, and that system here is the one that's out here now. But that's interesting. So the Euro is definitely showing a little more clustering of low pressure the following weekend. So all the next week here, this is the deal. So next week, midweek, we should see something here. Weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we could see impacts the following week here, if anything forms out of it. Next week, like that. Look at that with this cursive. Michelle, I would be watching close. Outer Banks next weekend. A couple of these runs keeping it very close to the Outer Banks the following weekend. Last night's 18Z. Let's take a look at that. Just so you know, you need to watch. Like I said, it's like every one run. It's like every 2 to 3, say, here. So we got like every one does that, and every 1, 2, 3 does that. So there's a little more. The trend is a little more over here than here, but it's too early in the game. But like I said, this would be next Monday morning, so maybe would skirt by just after you leave here. Well, actually, you might be all right. Euros or the GFS was a little quicker though. But yeah, you need to be watching close. You're gonna be all right. You might just skirt by. This first little guy could get close, but really no models is showing. No models are really showing this one affecting land yet. This one appears to miss so far. Just keep an eye on it. I mean, none of this stuff, but trends are this guy would be maybe somewhere here before the following weekend. So you should be all right in the Outer Banks, barely. It'd be early for the following week. It would get close to there if it's going to do anything at all. So anyway, all right, Thanksgiving hurricane. Well, November, listen, the official end of hurricane season isn't until November 30th. Whitney, you're getting Jit, man. It's $4.99. You're just tipping. I mean, I love it. I love you guys supporters. I mean, really, seriously. It's like tipping your bartender, right? Except the bartender, you leave $5 and you never see again the rest of your life, probably. But, you know, at least with me, you're stuck every single day. I post 8, 9, 10, 12 times a day. So you're tipping me. It'd be like going to your local cheer. This is how being a Facebook supporter works. All right. Let's say you go out to eat 3 nights a week and you go to the bar 3 nights a week. It'd be like the first of the month, you tip your first place you go, $4.99 on a $100 tab, and you don't have to tip the rest of the month anywhere you go. Imagine that. But you still get service the rest of the month. If I knew how much money I spent tipping, oh my God. Holy cow. I wouldn't even want to think about it. Man. Especially tonight because we're going to go watch the Rays. The Rays are on at 5 o'clock, so we don't have that crazy 8:40 game. I fell asleep in the 7th inning last night, and it sucked. Here's your long-range weather, by the way. Here's next all the way to the 10:21. No big rains coming. No hazards. Just up north hazards. And the reason we're not going to have much shear down here is because the jet stream is going to be kind of flat for the next several days. And we'll have basically high pressure down here, which will help reduce shear. So no big dip in the jet stream to create a lot of shear. That's why we could have, development, especially, looking ahead. Here's Tuesday, October 20th. So, just looking at the surface charts, there's no fronts. Look at nothing. Everything's flat. Everything's flat all next week, which means very light winds down here. That's another indicator that we're going to have chances of spin up. So, everything that I've learned in the tropics is that we are going to see that form into something. Definitely. Definitely got to watch it Bahamas more than anything. Maybe a little bit of Yucatan, little Cuba. The Caymans, for sure. And then, of course, Florida keeping a close, watchful eye on things. So, there you go. All good. And I'm still looking for a Jeep sponsor. Man, I want to get a Jeep now. We got to have an official Mike's Weather Page vehicle because we're going to start doing meet and greets around town. We're going to be doing live Drunk Donkey Nation shows during the winter when things are a little slow. We did them last year. It was a lot of fun. We're going to be doing once a month for sure, meets and fun parties, giveaways with the dogs. So we got to have a storm chaser vehicle. I got to have a wrapped, and because of our chase last weekend, the Jeep is it. Our Jeep became famous. There was pictures of it all over the internet, and so we got to have a Jeep. And I want to have lights on it. I want to have like cool lights, so that the kids, when they come and hang out and check us out, they can take pictures. It'd be like Bigfoot. Be like the Ghostbusters. We're gonna have a vehicle with like strobe lights and flashing lights and spotlights, and it's got to be a Jeep. So we're trying to get a local Jeep dealer to hook us up so we can drive around town and Mike's Weather Page Dimmitt Jeep or Fitz Jeep. Great advertisement, wink wink. Guys, we have 1 million people that live around here, man. It's free advertisement. So anyway, all right, you guys rock. So, all right, so things make sense. All right, well, there's really nothing else to talk about. Don't make sure you sign up for the generator giveaway. We got that tomorrow, I believe, is the last day to enter for the 2 generators. We'll be talking about some other supporters tomorrow, and yeah, things are good. I posted this picture a little bit ago. This is our witch out front. So check out what I did. So the girls love Halloween, so I deck out the house with Halloween. But there's my witch, and look what the witch is drinking. Hunter IPA. So anyway, Wogo. No, Linda, I'm a marketing. Yeah, I will say I went to college for marketing. Never thought I'd be using it in more ways than one. My brain thinks very marketing-ish. It all began with the Super Bowl ads. I was in love with Doritos and Budweiser and Sheila. There you go, or Shelly. Sheila. Gail, I've had that sign. So our hurricane, our Halloween tradition is a lot of these props I've had since before the kids were born, and I just use them out of memory, and that was one of them. And every year I buy something new. This year we bought some skeletons, and oh, I can show you that. Check this out. So I did a video last night. Let me show you. So the kids love it. Sarah really loves it. She looks forward to it all year long. So here's my
Here's our haunted house.
let me bring it up. So there we go. So I even put a smoke machine out there. And I've had this guy for 15 years, and the batteries work. I don't know how in the hell batteries can work. They still worked after a year. So there's a smoke machine. Most of these guys, like I bought, that was a new one this year. So I only buy 1 or 2 new ones a year. And then we record. Now this year we have enough of them. We made a little graveyard. And we got a lot of kids. Hopefully we have trick-or-treaters this year. Hopefully. And then there's our witch. I put the beer in the witch today. And Sarah hates spiders, so of course I have spiders hanging. She has every day from school. She comes home and she's like this. Ah!
Oh yeah.
Budweiser, Bud. Yep, Budweiser. All right, so thank you, Donna. Thank you, Cindy. Yep, it's fun. It's hard to get motivated to do it, but once I do it, I feel good about it, and I was happy to get it done by early October. And I used to put fall stuff out there, but it didn't look right. So this year, as soon as Halloween's done, I'm putting the pumpkins out there. And we'll have a little fall fest. We'll have a little fall. I get some hay and some scarecrows. hopefully that, we had the prop, I had the witch flying in the Hurricane Delta. If we get close to a storm in Florida, I might have some real props blowing in the wind. We'll see. All right, you guys are great. Thank you so much. Definitely be back tomorrow. Thanks to all supporters, YouTube. Oh, I didn't even open up the other YouTube chat today. I'm sorry, YouTubers. God almighty, I forgot about that. We're evolving. By next season, we'll be good. Trying to integrate the chats. That was a beta test thing that I had. I forgot all about it. Darn it. So, hey, YouTubers. Didn't mean to ignore you. So, cool. All right, you guys rock. Thanks for tuning in. Yep, Shelly, Donna, that sounds like fun. So we sit out there. We put a fire pit. We drink. It's Saturday night this year. Funny story was, I'll tell you, we'll leave with a funny story if we got a few people left. So we usually put out a table and food, and cook out. Mom and Dad come over, and I wanted to show you. By the way, everybody asked about my mom and dad yesterday. I appreciate that. So here's Mom and Dad. They let me show you Mom. So they got to see fall colors, and here's a picture of Mom, 80-year-old Mom. She kind of got in the picture. Look at that. They were in Pennsylvania. Dear old Mom, 80 years old, man. Can't believe it. Living on 9 lives. But look at that beautiful fall photos that she took. She was so happy. They got to see the leaves in full. And I had a lot of people asking me. So they made it home safe and sound. I wanted to share that. Fall photos. But the funny story was we had a little bit too much blue moonshine, Old Smoky, that you can buy at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Apparently, I fell asleep and left the door open. And at 3 in the morning, Julie got a phone call from the local Pinellas County Sheriff. Said they found our dog Rusty walking around the neighborhood. And so when Julie went outside to meet the cop, I guess where we finished the night, there was moonshine bottles and beer bottles, and the radio was playing. It was a war zone. So she cleaned it up really quick and got the dog, and that was funny. So anyway, all right, you guys are great. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll replay it at noon. Watch today's trends. We got 12Z models coming out. Still a couple days away to be certain about anything. So not too much to stress about yet. Just keep an eye on it, Bahamas. Obviously, lower, Western Caribbean folks. Timing would be again formation around the 22nd, and the following weekend we could be looking at something to worry about. Maybe. And just keep one eye open here. That's a one eye forecast. So we have one eye forecast here, 2 eye forecast here. All right.